Isa na Adonai Swansini, Lulaho Karahulayo, Hurahunani Audanihan, Amen. Amen. The meaning of Deuteronomy, because I am the Deuteronomy human, meaning human Uranus. You call Uranus, planet. That is the meaning of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. The god of Uranus. Uranus, whatever you call it. We say it this way. Sunara. U-R-A-N-U-S. Reverse the word. Surano. Sunaro. Surano. We say Surano. Because I am no God of Israel, women. I am no God of the country of Israel. Country, women. This is where I was denied. You know? I came there first to offer my new cob and aunt, but they have killed me. So I make alive. I was wounded and make alive. You know? Deuteronomy means the planet of Uranus, Uranus, Astronos. You know, many names to that, depending on incarnate realm. Dio means God. T means a woman. Ro means gods. No means not. My means I am not Israel. You get it? Deuteronomy. Deo, God. T, also goddess. Deity, goddess. Ro means God. No means not. My, Israel. You know? Angel. Women. To reverse the word, imonu retude. What is this mean, women? Cabinet. Orasyon. 32 means 3, angel. 2 means I am 2 in 1. 2 in 1 also means 4 in 1. 5. 3 and 2, 5. 9 and then 3 and 9 and 2 dot. 2 dot we are, no beginning, no end. You know? 3 angel, another angel, 9 means the man who's got the body of the Christ. You get this, women? See now that even I am here. And there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. This too when I said that no one can snatch you from me. You know, because I'm an ag-ass. An ag-ass and I don't stop until I bring back the deads. You get this, women? This too is means of when I before the time I received my truth. When I was younger, I went to the ocean by the base where I was in the island, and then there were a very big sharp battle, which is a broken battle. And I don't wear shoes, humans. I don't wear shoes anywhere I go, even in this end. I wear shoes when I go out, but rubbers. But in the home, wherever I am, I go to the garden, wherever, in the place where I've been, where I was first. Before I follow Father, where to be sent in here, and where I am in the first Armageddon. I don't wear shoes. I don't wear slipper. Even when they give me a house slipper, I do not wear nothing because I prepare to walk with just my, bare foot. So women, when I walk to go by the oceans, by the rocks, by the oceans, I'll say by the oceans, because in the island where I came from, there were like when I was cooking the fishes for the lads, in that morning before I left to go home, and took the body before, it was we swapped those times because his spirit cannot be like that, women. So it was he and I in that, a spear. You say a spear is like a cut of a blood in the middle finger, and a cut of a blood of my ring finger on the left. That is what it was when I was cooking the bread you called fish for the lads in the coal. So in this end, to women, when I was on my teens, I was walking without barefoot going to the sea because I like to swim, women, I even cut classes just to go to the seas to learn how to swim, and I like to jump from I tell you this in the other record, like 10 feet to the by the seas, I like to dive. Sometimes I like higher than that. So women, when I was walking too by the seas, by the small rocks, this sharp bottle cuts my feet. It cuts my feet like very long, 7 inch. I don't use like this, women, because it's like I told you, numbers is for my angel. I do not understand it in your way. I don't understand that in your how you use it, because we are already numbers. It's a very long cut, which is actually I called it like smiling, And the women, it's a big one. After 7 days, it's healed. I can't really speak how long it was because it's like your a half of your phone. A cut is half of your phone. Like if you have a 6 Plus iPhone, it's like from the bottom to the bottom, from the bottom to the first, the bottom, the lower volume, the end of that. That's how big it was, and the sharp broken bottle was. This is the difference, because when I'm in flesh, but I can still speak my Tetragrammaton speaking, which is I am Kabal. You call backwards, So. This is why I'm stuttering sometimes, because I'm trying for you to understand me. So it was that long, and after 7 days, women, it healed. Which is, it says, I won and I heal. That time is without him, There is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I want and I heal. These two, I kill and I make alive, means like these women claiming to be my brides, my wives, etc., prophetess, wherever. Spiritually, I kill them, women. They are killed. Spiritually, they are long gone. They are killed, like Biden, like Obama, like Kate, like this, your worldly queens. Women? Worldly queens. When I say queens, that's two. You call I won't say the other way, because my Sonaya is already reigning in which is a throne's passing in the realm, and to become flesh. I kill and I make alive, because they are spiritually, they're long gone. They may be alive and still kicking. You can still see them, but spiritually, they're long gone. I've killed them. In the life, they are gone. In the life, they are still kicking. And like now, these women, Jezebel, who call herself prophet, who call herself my wife. She may think that you may think that you are, because you are still speaking, you are still talking. When you die, there's a deposit. No, there's no more of you, because you've been dead. Your spirit is been sold. Your spirit been sold, and you are just an ash in your flesh. You get this? You are just an ash in your flesh, and your actual death will come, and it's always 3 days before your actual death in flesh. The ash comes out in your mouth. Sometimes, depending on who owns you, if Shiba, it comes out on your on the side of your on your ear, on the left on your ear. There's just like by the line, just by the line of your jaw. That's where it comes out, and then it forms like an ash and it go away. And when you are mine, it comes out by your eyes and in your nose. By your nose, it comes out there. Like told you, you are holes. You cannot see, only I. You called Spirit HaKodesh. I'm in flesh. I can still talk my Tetragrammaton, my heavenly speaking women. And I wound and I healed this too. Like I told you, when my feet was cut, and after 7 days, it heals. I don't have no God in those times. And like my finger, I told you this in the other record. I don't know how you call it. I call it finger, because feet to us is finger, because wings to us is what you called hands. On my pinky finger, on my what you call left, I just say it this way. On my feet, on the pinky finger of my feet, it's been cut in half, as in it's been cut to piece. They've been separated. They've been separated, but when it was cut, it was an accident, because I was in the small boat, and I was paddling, and then when I raised my feet, my pinky finger on my feet was cut in half, and I pick it up, and then I was like my angel told me to place that back. So when I get home, I was carrying the piece of my pinky finger on my feet, on my hands. When I get home, when I finish what I was doing, I put it back. After 3 days, it's back, just like nothing happened. Women? Many things that has happened to me that makes me wonder in the very beginning, and now after I receive my truth, say nothing at all. Women? Like, and that time, after the 3 days of the healing on my feet, that's when I saw him. But that is, he said to me, now you knew. That's what he said. Now you knew. And I wonder what he says. And he talked to me. He talked to me. And then he said, don't you know that you are this, you are that, And that, even though he told me spiritually, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not bothered, because he said, it's not time for you to speak, so I take your memory for now until it's time for you to speak. Until the day after I've died, 7 to 8 years ago, there's something I've done. Before that, I wanted to have a ring on my belly button. It was 4 times I did it. First, it just keeps healing. Because I just wonder, why not? I just want it. So, I want myself, women. I want myself with that. I pierce myself on my belly button. But first, I hired somebody to do that for me, which is he did in the place where I was. Is an island with nothing, no electric, as in nothing. You know? So the wound was there, but after 7 days, it heals. You know? It's like when you make a hole on your belly button because you want an earring, and then after 7 days, it heals itself. So I just the funny thing is, it's just the ring is just going out, and makes me wonder, but I ignore. And then the second time the same, the third time the same. So what I did on the fourth time after my death, after I've died for 7 to 8 years ago, I drink San Miguel, half a bottle, because half a bottle makes me already tipsy. Because I'm no alcoholic, women. I don't drink. I cannot drink. Half bottle to me is like already tipsy. I'm already drunk with it. So I drink a half a bottle. I drink a half bottle, and then I make a needle ready. I make needle ready to pierce myself with that, because I really want my diamond to put in there, and it's blue diamond, which I've done before spiritually. And the thing is, when it was the yarn in it, it was okay. But when I placed the earrings in it, the belly button earring, it's still the same happen. It's just going out and going out and going out. After 3 days, it's healed. Every time I make one of myself, it just heals itself within 3 days. Why women 3 days and 7 days? Because it's symbols of my spirits and my glories. Women? There is no God with me. You get this? Until I came forth to this earth you called wilderness, where Father sent me. Because this is where what you called tribunes. Tribunes doesn't mean tribunes. You call tribulations because tribulations already done. My 7 to 8 years tribulations of being, dead. You get this, women? I wake up, I can't remember nothing. I don't know who I was, where I was, what was my name, who am I, like that. I can't remember nothing. So, women, that is why I say I make alive, I want, and I heal. Because no matter how much I want myself, I heal within 3 to 7 days. Because 3 means my new spirits, which is glorious, and the other 7 is the before. Women? That is the meaning, that is the why it says there, I want and I heal, and I kill and I make alive, is this. Those women claiming to be my brides, claiming to be me, claiming themselves prophetess, they tell people they are still alive and kicking, but spiritually they're already dead. So women, don't be proud that because you are still speaking, you are still alive and kicking, because I have already taken your spirit off yourselves. Remember, I am Isa. I knew where everything I have placed within thee. Through the command of my God, of my Aya. My Aya, do you understand the meaning Aya, women? Allah, God, Aya. Aya means it's a Chinese word of respect to the I won't say the rest. Aya, just say Aya because it forbid. Women? So women, just because you are still alive and kicking, you think you are still actually alive, because spiritually you've been dead Also meaning, spirit are born in spirit and flesh are born in flesh. Things happen spiritually to the realm, souls and spirits until it becomes flesh. Why I said, your days is no older than a year or so. No older than a year or so. You get this, women? From realms to spirit, usually it talks few years, few, I'll just say few. So amen, don't be so selfish and be proud to anyone. Because I see you full of anguish. Don't judge anyone as the same way you will be judged. You talk the way you talk because of your anguish deep within you and jealousness for the others. I may speak the way I speak, but it is not I. You are no amen, I am. You are no slain, I am. You are no virgin, I am. Virgin means spirit of truth. T are you. And then TH when I was Lele, picking the children that you have been killing. You who call yourself prophetess, you call yourselves wife, but my wife. Women, aren't you ashamed the way you speak? It's that just comes out from your mouth, but it comes from your hearts, which is no hollows, makes you sin, full, dark and evil. That is why I say, women, when you have no amen, don't speak things that are not of yours, because you have no allos, which is amen, I am. My heart is not where her heart is. Spiritually, my heart is in the middle with 7 swords, meaning my sorrows, my griefs, my lives throughout incarnations. You are no amen, because amen means spirit that can see its kinds of all kinds.